Alright, we got a pre-release pack, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack this bad boy open, and I'm going to build a 40 card deck. And we'll see what we can build out of this. Alright, so I got this at my local comic book store, which also happens to sell Magic the Gathering cards, which is good for me, I guess. And let's get this thing open. Pop that off. Okay. Yeah, pretty simple. It's a nice simple design for once, I guess because of the core set. Okay, so I don't really want to look at the... I'm going to throw the... This is the back part. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm going to throw that over there because I don't want to look at the promo until after. So, separator here. Cool, cool, cool. Very nice 6 packs there. Pretty cool. Alright. So, we'll open the Tezzeret pack first. I'm just going to open these and kind of just throw them into piles by color. So we got red, white, excuse me, it's on camera. Okay, red, white, blue, black, green. Wow, that worked out pretty well. That's one of the first times I've seen that happen. Okay. Make sure they're all on camera. Cool. Alright. Red, black, we'll put artifacts here. White, Reclamation stays good. Blue, white, and we got Graveyard Marshal. It's a rare, it's in black. Got a foil 2-headed zombie. And we'll put the lands over here and tokens over there. Cool. Alright. Okay. Cancel, that's pretty good. Plummet, 2-headed zombie. Strangeling Spores, Crash Through. Okay. Waters. Okay. Rupture Spire. I really want to see yeah, this is, I guess I'll put this here. Okay, so non-basic lands. Militia Burglar. That's a cool, that's actually a really good card. Mirror Image, and we got Supreme Phantom. Nice. That's a pretty good card, actually. Basic land, token. Alright. Doing pretty good so far. Okay. Goblin Motivator, Daybreak Champion, Scars, Voice, Looking Form, Doomed Dissenter, Colossal, Dreadmont, Essence Scatter, Naturalize, Strangeling Spoils, Diamond Mare, Heroic Reinforcements. It's a multicolored, I'll put here. And Foul Spectre, and we got... Okay. Oh, underwhelming there. Not basic. Okay. And there's the token. So far, not the greatest. We haven't seen a mythic yet, but I mean, you're not really guaranteed even one mythic in these pre-release kits, so can't really complain. I don't know what I was doing there. Okay, so let's throw them in there. Okay. Make a stand. Dragon Disciple and Dismissive Pyromancer. Ooh, this is looking pretty rough. Looking pretty rough. Okay, let's just fly through these and save the time for the build. Bite, Sovereign, Bite, Devils, Cavalry, Ravenous, the Red, almost there, Volcanic Dragon, and Demon of Catastrophes. Wow! This set is something interesting, I'll tell you that. So far, nothing of any real note. I mean, that's probably the biggest bomb, but yeah, but you have to sacrifice a creature in order to play it, so it's not really, yeah. Not really ideal, so. Oh my god. Wow, this is one of the worst pre-release kits I've ever seen. I didn't have a single mythic, and there's no real... I mean, we had one okay rare. It could be saved by this. No, we were definitely not saved by this. This is one of the first Magic cards I actually got. Well, I got back into Magic after a while. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off. So, here is the build that I came out of that terrible, awful pre-release pack without a single mythic and no real bomb cards. So, enough with the complaining. You know, that's the whole point of, you know, pre-releases are. You know, pre-release night, the whole point is you could be dealt a bad hand, but you have to do your best with that to create some sort of functioning deck that you can potentially win prizes after. Obviously, the scenario has changed because I'm not doing this on pre-release night. I am doing it much more in the distance. So, this is what we did here. So I went pretty aggro, as you could tell by the red-black. So for creatures, I wanted things that would immediately either take life off of them as they entered the battlefield, and I would gain a bit of life from it, and it would keep my opponent a little far away. So whenever Infectious Horror attacks, each opponent loses 2 life, so I got 1 of him. 2 Skymarch Bloodletters. Again, it's nice to have flyers. In pre-release, sometimes people just have no defense against flyers. So it's flying vampire whenever it enters the battlefield. Each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life, so I have 2 of them. A Fel Spectre. When Fel Spectre enters the battlefield, target opponent discards a card, which is good because I'm going to make use of that later. And each opponent and each player, and that player loses 2 life. So basically it's the same kind of effect there, but they also discard a card. And I have Graveyard Marshal. So for 2 colorless and a black, exile a creature card from your graveyard and create a tap 2/2 black zombie creature card. So you can make, so if you cast this later on, you can make a lot of use out of cards that went into the graveyard, creatures and everything, and which is why this is good too, Doom Traveler. So when Doom Traveler dies, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. So when this dies, goes in the graveyard, and you can make a 2/2 zombie out of cards like that. I also, for black, I decided to go with a bomb card. You do have to sacrifice a creature, but then again, you can turn that creature into a zombie anyways. And sometimes you can make use of creatures in the graveyard. It's not a bad idea. And for the other parts of black, I went Sovereign's Bite. Again, it's kind of like a burn spell, but it's like a lightning helix without hitting a creature. Duress, so they discard a card. When they discard a card, I can make use of that with other cards, so it's good. Target creature gets -3/-3. Target creature gets -3/-3. Good to have removal. You need removal when you're doing pre-release. I also have a Explosive Apparatus. It's another removal piece, which is good, and it's artifact, so it doesn't matter what color you cast it in. For red creatures, I have a Dismissive Pyromancer, so it's good to rummage through your deck. If you're missing pieces, you can discard a card, draw a card, and later you can sacrifice Dismissive Pyromancer and it deals 4 damage to target creature. So more removal there, so that's good. Going quick, so I have 2 Hostile Minotaurs. I'm using it mostly for their haste ability. I have a Volcanic Dragon. It's flying and haste, so double aggressive. And a Gutter Snipe, which is good so I can make use of all the sorceries and instants that I'll be using. So I have 4 sorceries in black, and I have a lot more in red. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 sorceries in red. So I have 3 Tormenting Voices, which is good. So basically you discard a card and you draw 2 cards, which is good. Because it rummages through your deck, you know, and it also, you can make use of the discard spells later. 2 Crash Throughs, which is good. Draw a card and you give your creatures trample. That's never a bad thing considering you have Demon of Catastrophes. Sure Strike. Target creature gets +3/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Sure Strike. And Thud, which is good because later in the game, it's basically a fling, but you can throw Demon of Catastrophes at your opponent's face and win the game. So, I think it's pretty good. Overall, you know, I have the discarding effect, which is good for cards like this, where you can turn those into 2/2 zombies if you're discarding a creature later on, but you get to draw 2 cards as well. So, very nice. Very, very nice. This is the best I could really do with my pool. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like, comment, and if you're not a subscriber yet, why don't you hit that subscribe button?